Hello everyone, welcome back to your daily stretch with Devi Daily Yoga. You've all been asking for a yin yoga sequence for the lower body, so today we are focusing on hips, legs, and lower back. We'll begin in a wide-legged caterpillar, so sitting up tall with your legs extended, you'll take your feet as wide as your mat, and when you're ready, gently just drape your body forward over your legs. You can rest your hands on your legs, ankles, or feet, whatever works to stretch the fascia of the back of your body. And you might feel this stretch specifically in the back of your legs and your lower back. Breathe into your spine. And exhale, relax your lower back, letting your shoulders soften, letting your head relax forward. And in general, just letting the spine round. And starting to rest into a place of stillness. In yin yoga, we want to stretch in this very relaxed way, letting gravity do the work and holding each stretch for a longer amount of time to affect the body's deep connective tissues. Begin to breathe into your back body and soften into the pose with each exhale. Feel the weight of your body growing heavier as you let go even more with every breath. Slowly and gently exit the pose, lifting your spine upright and continuing all the way onto your back for a rebound. Rest in any comfortable position on your back. If it feels good, spread your arms and legs wide in a star. And feel the energy flowing through your spine and legs after caterpillar. You might sense some inner sensations of tingling or vibration. You might feel the energy moving, just observing and staying present with each breath that your body breathes. Gently draw your knees in toward your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, and gently rock side to side. Giving yourself a gentle hug as you massage your lower back. Next, we'll come into figure 4, placing the left foot on the floor and the right ankle over the left knee. Thread your right arm through so you can clasp around the outside of your left shin and draw both legs toward you, creating a stretch in the area of your outer right hip and your right buttock. Optionally, you could clasp around the back of your left thigh instead if that's easier. And take a deep breath into your right hip. And exhale to soften and relax into this shape. Breathing into what you feel. We're going to go right into the next pose by crossing the right knee over the left knee, wrapping the legs together to come into twisted roots with both knees coming over toward the left. Reach back through your right arm, spread your left arm out so your arms are in a T, and settle your shoulder blades against the floor. Feeling the twist in your spine and your lower back, and maybe an additional stretch in the outer hips with the legs in this twisted position. Breathing gently as your body rests here. See if you can soften a little bit more with your next breath in and out. Now slowly release by bringing your legs back to center and setting up for figure 4 on the second side. Place your left ankle over your right knee and draw the legs towards you, clasping around the right leg and feeling the stretch in the outer left hip. Perhaps shifting your legs to one side or the other to target this area in the way that feels right today. Let the breath help you settle and soften. Breathing into your whole body gently and softening a little more as you breathe out. Now let's shift into twisted roots, crossing the left knee over the right, wrapping the legs together and dropping them over toward the right side. Shift around until you feel comfortable settling into a twist with your left arm reaching back, right arm reaching out into a T. Making your adjustments until you can find a place of stillness. Take a deep breath into your spine and hips and relax through your spine and hips as you exhale. We'll release this twist by rolling over onto the right side. You can uncross your legs, draw your left arm across, and press into your hands to make your way up to all fours and into child's pose. Setting up with your knees about hips width apart, your hips drawing back toward your heels, your forehead resting on the floor. Gently breathe in and out of your back body, and noticing the sensations that are here in your body at this point in the practice. Inhale and exhale. Gently release child's pose, coming up into a seated position. Setting up for half shoelace. Extend your left leg forward and cross your right knee over your left, bringing your right foot to the outside of the left hip. Sit up tall, inhale, and exhale, drape forward toward the extended leg. Your hands might rest on the shin, the ankle, or the foot. This pose provides a pretty targeted stretch to the hamstrings group, the muscle and fascia that is located in the back of the thigh, so you might be feeling it there, and even up into the fascia that weaves through the lower back and the back of your hips. Breathing into wherever you feel it, and inviting tension to soften with each exhale. Slowly come up from half shoelace. With your spine upright, flip your leg so you can come into half saddle. Place your right foot next to your right hip and lean back on your hands, and stay with me because there's a couple different variations. So the first one is to stay right here on straight arms, and the second is to come down onto your elbows. A final possibility is to rest on your back or on top of cushions or yoga props. You can choose to keep your left leg straight or to bend it, and the knee could be upright or it could be out to the side. Just see what feels best to bring the stretch into the front of your right hip and thigh. This pose really targets the hip flexors and the quads. Breathing into what you feel. Very slowly now, release half saddle. Lift yourself up and make your way into sleeping swan with your left shin at the front of your mat and your right leg extending back behind you. Inhale to lift your chest upright, and we'll find an extra quad stretch with the left hand centered in front. Reach back with your right hand to hold your foot. Option to use a strap around your foot instead. You might lift your hips off the floor like I've done to make this pose a little easier. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, release. And now begin to walk your hands forward. Option to rest on your elbows, or rest your forehead on stacked hands, a yoga block, or just right onto the floor. Make any adjustments you need to till you find the stretch in the outer left hip into the area of your left buttock. Breathing into your whole body gently and softening a little more as you breathe out. Slowly release. As you come up, just sit over onto your left hip so you can bring your back leg around to the front for half shoelace on the second side. Left knee crossing over the right. Gently make your way forward over your leg until you feel that targeted stretch here in the hamstrings on this other leg. Noticing if you feel sensations up into the lower back as well. And breathing into what you feel as you relax here. There's nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Slowly and gently coming up and transitioning into half saddle. Taking the left foot next to the hip, flipping the leg over, and leaning back on the hands or coming farther back onto elbows or lying back all the way to the floor. Option again to keep the right leg straight or bend it with the foot on the floor, perhaps opening the knee out to the side. Making your adjustments as needed till you find a good stretch in the front of your left hip and thigh, making sure your knee isn't in any pain. Once you've arrived in your pose, let yourself breathe in and out. Feel tension release with every breath and with every moment that passes. Now slowly come up from your pose, carefully transitioning to a seated position, making your way into sleeping swan with the right leg forward. Extend the left leg back behind you and lift your chest, centering your right hand in front of you so you can reach back and hold the foot, creating this extra quad stretch and a little bit more of a back bend. Inhale and exhale to soften and relax into this shape. Slowly now release. Begin to make your way down over the front leg, feeling a stretch in the outer hip deep into the buttock, and letting your breath help you release tension, letting the breath help your body to relax here. Very slowly now release sleeping swan, leaning over to the right hip so you can bring the back leg around the front and come into a cross-legged seat. Sit up tall and reach your arms out and up over your head as you inhale. With your exhale, twist to your left, left hand behind you on the floor, right hand to the outside of the knee. And inhale, arms over the head, and twist to the other side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, float your arms back down. And come forward onto hands and knees so we can set up for saddle. If you're someone who doesn't do saddle pose comfortably, no worries, stay with me. There's going to be an option even if your knees don't love this pose. The first choice is to sit with your spine upright. No need to go back. This is a version of saddle. And if this doesn't feel good on your knees either, then elevate your hips as much as you need to with a cushion or yoga blocks in between your feet. Option 2 is to lean back on your hands, keeping your arms straight. Option 3 is to widen your feet so you can zip between them and then come back to rest either on the floor or on top of a bolster or other yoga props that you have. You can rest your arms at your sides, on your belly, or up over your head. Wherever you've ended up, whichever version you're in, you might be noticing a stretch in your quads and hip flexors, which are the target area of this pose. Maybe the lower back and the sacrum as well. Allowing yourself to surrender here, letting tension release with every breath, letting go a little more with every exhale. Breathing into your whole body gently and softening a little more as you breathe out. And now let's very gently release this pose, carefully coming back to an upright position. Noticing what you feel as you move out of it and make your way into a seated position with wide legs. You might be feeling quite a bit of sensation in your hips, your thighs, your lower back. Sit up tall with your legs at whatever width is comfortable to come into an easy forward bend, almost just like a rebound after saddle. easing your way into this counter stretch for the spine. Take a breath into your lower back, and as you exhale, maybe softening a little deeper and starting to feel it in the back of your legs or your inner thighs or both. You might be higher up on straight arms, which is fine as long as you feel the stretch. And if you're a little farther down, you might be resting your head on the floor or on some props. Just settle into whatever shape your body is finding comfortable. Breathing into what you feel. Slowly now come up from dragonfly and find an upright seated position with crossed legs. Sit with your spine tall. Reach your arms out and up, inhaling. Exhale to a side bend to one side. Inhale up to center and exhale to the other side. Inhale back up to center. Place your palms together and draw them down to a prayer in front of your heart to close the practice. I really hope you enjoyed this lower body yin yoga practice. Thank you so much for joining Devi Daily Yoga today. I look forward to reading your comments below, and I look forward to the next time we practice together. Namaste.